Hey there, this is a quick tutorial on using the Madden converter. This is something I use for NFL2K5 Tool. Been working with Lost Soul um, in the 2021 um, conversion process between the Madden data that is available on the EA Madden website here. It's a program that I've been using. I wrote it a few years ago, and I've been updating it a little bit to just make it easy to create rosters. This is a short tutorial on sort of how to use it. Um, to download it, basically, since there are no releases, just go to the GitHub main page and the code drop down, and you can download a zip. That's probably the easiest way to do it. If you use GitHub and you have Git installed, you can also use this link right here if you'd like. But I imagine most of you are just going to download the zip. I don't think too many people will end up using this program. But let's take a look at in the folder structure here. So we have this Madden converter folder. We have these Madden JSON data folders here. These Madden JSON data folders over the years, I've added to those and put some of the different JSON and index file changes. We'll take a look at those in a second. Over here in Madden Converter is the source code. This is in C# for the program that processes the output of the HTML page. We have the program in here in the bin debug folder. Let's go back here and stay working on Madden 21. So let's go to our corresponding folder. Oh, here we go. Here's after it's downloaded, data will be in here. In this curl scripts, it's curl script.bat. We can't run this as a batch file. We have to run this in a different way. We'll take this content, copy it, and then this is, I'll just tell a little bit about what this is doing. This is going to basically download a bunch of data from the Madden website. It turns out this is going to be week 7 data. That's the latest available right now. And we're going to be putting it into a file called result.js. That's what this does. This curl program right here is basically doing a web request on this data or on this URL. And this -G, that option just means a get. So we'll paste that into the command line here and see what happens. Oh. Copy it again. Make sure you get all down here. Copy, paste. This will download the data. I found that, that'll just take a second. I found that data by looking at the Madden website. If we do a, let's take a look at team. Let's take a look at the Bills. Applying this filter. So we're taking a look at the Bills, but over here, if we look at the developer tools, looking at network, okay. this is going to look, this is basically just going to reflect after it's opened up what requests there were. So we'll take a look at, let's go to the Dolphins, hit done, apply. We should see a web request show up over here. And we do. So let's get some more. Let's take a look at what's going on. So it's doing, these are requests for images. Then right here, like this is doing a web request for data, and then over here it's showing us the response. And so that's how I found what URL to use. Let's see here. Let's copy the link address, paste it into here. And so, but yeah, so this team ID right here, that's basically, in this case, I guess it's what was the Dolphins. Okay. Anyways, that's how I got the link. Going to our, yep, this is done. Then take a look in our folder. It's result.js is the data that we are interested in. If we take a look over here, yeah, it looks good. That wasn't necessary to do, but I just like to do it so I can see the last part of it. I don't really use this injured reserved list currently, but may in the future. Okay. Now that we have that, let's take a look at index.html. Oh yeah, this file's result. I've already edited index.html. Right here on this line. You'll have, if you name your file something else, you'll have to change this. This is where basically the web page loads in the JSON data. Okay, there's one more. Well, we'll go through it. Okay, so load up index.html, double click on it, and in Chrome, you'll be presented with this. Hit the show players button. And here we go. I like to basically copy all the stuff, Control A, Control C, put it into a new file. And then it's kind of an important part right here. Let's take a look to see if we got Control F, find all in current documents. Okay. We want to make sure that every team has 53 players. Okay, these guys have 54. We can manually trim the 54 player teams. The football team, Washington, has only 52. So let's make a change in our file for Washington. Okay, let's take a look at that again in the text editor. Oh, here. Okay. So there's a function called trim teams too. That we need to modify. I already know how to fix this one. For the Redskins / football team, this is the only one where it's a little bit wonky right now. I might actually fix that later. But right now, this function will basically, it sets the limit of players per position with this object right here. And then in this switch statement down here, we adjust here and there based on the current players that are in the JSON data. We'll give the Redskins / football team another tight end. Over here, we give the Bears another wide receiver. The Ravens get another wide receiver and a halfback, because they just we just didn't have enough players. So this is how we can just fill it out. Save that. Then refresh. Show players. To copy in. Control A. Copy. Put that in here. Now let's do search for players. And okay, let's expand this. Okay, we got everyone has enough players. Now let's take a look. Let's do a manual trim on the 54 player teams. Take a look at the Bills. These are going to be sorted by position and then how good they are. So they're going to be first sorted by team. Then on the teams, they're sorted by position and then overall Madden rating. So who do we want to get rid of from the Bills? Who is not terribly important? Or who do we say is not terribly? Maybe we want to get rid of their, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they got 7 wide receivers. Probably we don't need 7 wide receivers. We'll get rid of that one. And I'll just update this to, okay. Let's see. Okay. Buccaneers. Let's say they got 54. 1, 2, 3. How many halfbacks do they got? 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They got 5 halfbacks. Probably don't need 5 halfbacks. Update this. Then the Raiders. Let's see, what do we got here? They got 7 wide receivers. Yeah, but they like wide receivers. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, only 3 tight ends, okay. How many running backs they got? Well, let's take away one of their wide receivers. That's easy. Who else? The Ravens. Let's see what we got here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, let's see. Maybe they got. Maybe we'll take away. No, they don't have a surplus of corners. Don't exactly have a surplus of DBs. Yeah, let's take away their worst wide receiver. And okay, we'll update that. Also at the top of the file, we have this stuff right here that we have to get rid of before we do the next step. So we'll delete that. The next step, going over to this folder here, in the Madden converter folder, bin debug. We will, first, we need to, this is where all the space was from that HTML page. This is a tab, so we'll do a find and replace on a tab with a comma. Takes a little bit to replace every tab with a comma on this text document. Let's see, just a couple more moments. Okay. Copy. Okay, paste it into there. Now we hit go. And now this stuff right here is data that we can apply to an NFL2K5 game save. So then we load up, let's copy that. Paste it into NFL2K5Tool. And then let's load up, in this case, a base roster. Then we can apply the data, and let's see if we get any. Yeah, we got some errors. It's okay, the data still got applied. It's just giving us basically warnings about some of the content. In this case, it looks like the date of birth for a lot of these guys got a little bit messed up. Let's scan down. It's not a big deal for me. I'll look to see if I can fix that in the input parser a little bit later. Let's see what else we got. Okay, so the Falcons cannot add their kicker. That's a problem. And their punter. So what? Let's take a look at the Falcons over here. Oh, they got 55 players. Oh, that's okay. We'll see here. How can we get rid of some of their players here? What did we? Let's take a look at our index file. See if we can find the Falcons. And must have added to the Falcons somewhere. Oh, here we go. Looks like up in here we added a wide receiver and a halfback that they don't need. So we'll take away halfback and wide receiver. Then we'll run it through again. Let's see here. Or actually, in this, for now, let's forget that. No, let's take a look. Let's go over here. We can just delete it from here. Let's see here. Let's see. Okay, there's their last running back. Delete him and delete a wide receiver. Okay. And let's reload that roster file. Okay. And see what errors we get this time. It's just the date of birth errors. Oops, we got a little bit more. Let's see what's over here. Okay, for free agents, we couldn't add all of the free agents that we generated. That's fine, I don't mind. Okay, so here, let's clear this out. Let's clear out the key. Now let's list all of the guys. Okay. Okay. And it's at the bottom, there's often some junk. Get the free agents. $241 free agents. We did get them. They didn't seem to be too much junk at the bottom. Often their names are messed up. Oh yeah, okay, so This guy's names is messed up a little bit. Albert Colbert, S.A. Albert Colbert. These guys, okay, Albert Colbert. Okay, delete that because we don't want that to be part of the data set. That data right there, we can save. This part is not necessary, but I like to do it. And we'll do, actually, let me just create the file. In the right folder. I already have a file for week 7 data. We'll just paste it in there. Okay. That's pretty much how you use the tool. Like I said, I don't expect many people to use it, but now you are empowered to do so. Okay, if you have any questions, you can reach out to me over on the Operation Sports forums. NFL2K5Tool has it has links to different interesting parts. There's a link to the NFL2K5 forum thread right here. Which is apparently having a problem loading. Anyways, that's how you get there. I'm going to cut the video out right now. Have a good day.